Hi guys, so this is some of the techniques that I use to achieve my neat cuticle line without flooding the cuticle area and making sure my application is neat. First thing first coat must be very thin, and that will just lead the way for the second coat. And in case you have overlaps, make sure you clean them. You can use the cuticle pusher. It usually has a cuticle cutter. It usually has a certain rubber that you can use to clean the cuticle, like to clean the cuticle area on the under the side walls in case there is flooding during application. Another thing, make sure you bend your brush to like 30 degrees so that you don't hapo kwa cuticle isifure, isinone, ndio like ikianza kugrow inaweza bambuka. So you make sure the cuticle area you have thin product. You don't use too much product on the cuticle area. You build it through the apex like that, and making sure that it leans vizuri, ina sip vizuri kwa cuticle, and make sure you clean the overlaps before curing. First coat, I'd advise you just to cure it for like 2 minutes. It will be enough for you to work with that. Then another thing that you need to consider, second coat you need to cure it for like 2 minutes. Okay, so 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes is enough. Then you will go ahead and do your art, or rather just do top coat in case you're dealing with a client who like plain nails. So those are the key factors that you need to consider. Another thing, the type of UV that you're using is very important. If you use a UV that is 140 going upwards watts, that UV will cure the gel, but not for long. It will reach a point that the light of that UV will start to dim. Hence, your gel won't cure completely, and you'll have like a smudgy appearance on your application. That's why some of the gel usually doesn't last. That's why your nail tech will always tell you to lift the thumb and stuff. So that's another factor. So I usually recommend a UV from 50 watts to 72 watts, because that's just my observation with these nails, because those UV tends to last longer. They will give you good service, and they will literally cure your gel for quite some time before breaking. But the 140 to 56 watts, those one will have higher heat, and sometimes if you're dealing with a client which has like reaction to the UV, utarealize knuckles zinaanza kuwa black. That's gonna be a problem. So that's why I advise you to use a UV which has lower watts, and that hence it a cure. It's not the heat that cures the gel, it's the light that's curing the gel. That's what I can advise you, because if you're a nail tech, you should know. Then another thing, while doing nail art, make sure you use a good brush. So people tend to ask me, by the way, how do you repair the UV? UV you cannot repair. If it shorts, it shorts. You just have to get a new one. There is nobody who is going to help you repair your UV. It's not gonna happen. So that's what I can advise upcoming nail tech and established nail tech. And always keep practicing, and you choose the tools and the equipments that works for you, and don't borrow everything you see on internet. Literally just do what works for you. You borrow here, use this, modify, so that you become a very good nail technician. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I usually try to do my best and help those my best are their best. Like, my best is something to them. I'm not that perfect, but I try to give my best so that you can perfect your best. Okay, so you can borrow something from my videos, or rather you can just learn something and compound it, build it, so that you can make yourself a technique that is going to help you perfect your career. On pricing nails, you price the nails according to the value that you think you deserve as a nail tech, because these skills, we build them over the years, and the more perfect your job is, the more you're going to earn, and the more people will want to bargain with your price. They will feel their value is worth, and they will feel the service you've offered is worth the amount they're paying. So that's why I usually tell my people to do their best and make sure they give their best to whatever they're doing, so that they can earn something in the industry. On pricing, you choose a price that you feel comfortable with, and if that works for you, perfect, you go for it. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. My name is Andy. See you on the next one. This is what we created, and I hope you learned something on gel polish application. Thank you for watching and have a lovely time. Peace.